Is Inscryption better than Slay the Spire? Okay, let's think about it. So Inscryption I've played for almost 105 hours. Spire I've played for just under 300 hours. So I've played Slay the Spire probably 3 times as much as Inscryption. So in some ways you could say that their Slay the Spire has slightly more replay value since it has so many ascensions and so many characters. Now, I'm not 100% done Inscryption yet. I've beaten up till skill level 10 or whatever you call it, but I haven't done Skullstorm yet. And time played doesn't necessarily equate to the game being better. Now, in some ways I don't like that Slay the Spire forces you to do the ascensions of each character in order. I feel like if you beat an ascension, it should be unlocked for all characters. So for example, if you get to Ascension 20 with one character, I think you should be able to go right to Ascension 20 with the other characters. Now, this might limit the replay value of the game a little bit, but I feel like that should have at least been an option. Kind of like in Balatro, where you can at least unlock everything if you want. If you haven't played Inscryption yet, I would highly recommend it, especially after you get past the main game and get into the aftermath stuff that's unlocked later. Definitely favorite games, especially in this genre. Not to put down Slay the Spire at all. Very good game. Now, just in case you're wondering, I would say Monster Train and Balatro are not as good as these two, which I've not completed yet. I've done till Gold Stake on about maybe 10 of the decks. I forget. Kind of getting burnt out on it a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to get all 15 decks done. Monster Train, I did get decently far in when I had, but from the time played so far, I would probably go Inscryption and Slay the Spire close together. Probably Inscryption. I think if you're not into playing a bunch of Ascensions, I actually think Inscryption might be the better of the two. And then Balatro and Monster Train are similar level, but different, very different styles. But I think I might prefer Balatro just because I did find that I got more addicted to that one than Monster Train, at least so far. Now, one thing I didn't mention is Loop Hero. Now, Loop Hero is not exactly the same genre, but I actually like that game a lot. And I would probably put it above Balatro, but maybe below Slay the Spire and Inscryption, just for the fact that anybody can eventually beat it by just leveling up by just unlocking more and more stuff. So eventually it gets to be a little bit too easy and that almost anyone can beat it. Where I feel like Inscryption and these other games, you need to achieve a certain skill level before you can actually beat it. Now, I do kind of want to go back to Loop here at some point and do a limited number of expeditions just to make it a little bit more challenging and make your decision making a little bit more meaningful. But yeah, overall, I would say Loop Hero is definitely in the top 5 of these style of games. It's not exactly the same, but I definitely like the game a lot, and I kind of find it similar enough that I kind of want to put it in the same tier list.